It's the Ross Tucker Football Podcast.
Oh, yeah, it is. But it's not just any Ross Tucker Football Podcast. I never do that. It's a Finish Strong Friday, a Picks Friday, a Winners Friday that we are actually recording Thursday night, 11:18 p.m. Eastern Time. The game just ended between the Chiefs and the Chargers. Awesome game. Great start for Amazon Thursday Night Football. We'll get into that momentarily. Then I'll make my picks for every game in the entire NFL this week. But first, it's the last show of the week. So I got some winners to give out.
I want winners. I want people that want to win.
Yeah, I want people like Ethan Harris. I mentioned Facebook was a good place to be, a good place to go over the last couple days because I was going to have this spread the word winner from there, someone that liked or followed my Facebook page, facebook.com/Ross Tucker NFL. So congratulations to Ethan. By the way, very important. I'm giving away a free Madden via Facebook on Friday. So, look, there's some people that aren't in Twitter or aren't in Instagram or TikTok. If you're a Facebook person, this is your chance to get a Madden code for yourself, for your kid, for your grandkid. Make sure you check out facebook.com/Ross Tucker NFL. Follow exactly what we ask you to do, and you got a great chance to be the next Madden code winner. The sponsor confirmation email winner, Gary Ligori. He sent me his symbol. He signed up at Symbol using the code Ross, which is awesome, Gary. I forget what team he bought stock in. I have to go back and actually check out the screenshot that Gary sent me, but he went to Symbol, got the app, and then used the code Ross to get that $150 free stock that you can buy in a team, which is amazing. So congratulations to you, Gary. Both those guys, Ethan and Gary, email me, ross@rosstucker.com. Let me know which press pass you would like, or if you prefer a signed picture card, that's cool too. The YouTube shout out, Anthony Christie, youtube.com/Ross Tucker NFL. Love, love, love when I get people to sign up for YouTube, to subscribe, and then comment. So congratulations, Anthony. And I can't even keep track of all the new Tuckheads we have on our private Slack channel at patreon.com/RT Media. Logan Sipple gets today's shout out. It's Big Show time.
The Big Show.
All right, Ross. Thursday Night Football, the first game on Amazon in the books, and the Chiefs come away with a 27-24 win over the Chargers. Justin Herbert takes a licking but keeps on ticking.
Just an awesome football game. Back and forth. I thought certainly in the first half, maybe most of the game, I thought the Chargers were the better team. They certainly were better up front on both sides of the ball in the first half. You know, I think one of the positives for the Chargers is that the right side of the offensive line is much better than they were last year. Zion Johnson and Pipkins, much better than Schofield and Storm Norton. Joey Bosa, man, I didn't always show up on the stat sheet, but Joey Bosa was a total stud. He dominated the first half. The Chargers were feeding Mike Williams early and often. That led to a 10-0 lead. I was surprised that the Chiefs didn't have a better plan for Mike Williams, although it did get better. They did a better job against Bosa and a better job against Mike Williams in the second half of that game. The Chiefs got extremely fortunate on a questionable illegal contact penalty against Bryce Callahan on a play in which Mahomes threw a pick. He actually threw a lot of picks. I mean, a lot of passes that could have been picked, but he threw an actual interception. But they called illegal contact against Callahan, and I thought that was a dubious call. That led to a sidearm touchdown from Mahomes, which was incredible, to make it 10-7. I also thought it was interesting in the first half that Brandon Staley a bunch of times no longer aggressive on fourth down. And I had multiple guys that are in analytics, Aaron Schatz from Football Outsiders, Ben Baldwin, the computer cowboy, who both said that Staley was not following the numbers. He was not following the probability charts as to the right thing to do in those situations. And who knows, maybe it cost him. He was conservative. They end up losing by 3. Second half is where things started to go worse for the Chargers. No Corey Linsley to start the second half. So Will Clapp took his place at center. You know what? They marched anyway, though. The Chargers marched right down the field behind Austin Eckler and got a Mike Williams touchdown. So they still were able to come out in the second half and go right down the field for a touchdown to make it 17-7. They again had a 10-point lead. After that, how about my Ivy League guy? So happy for them. By the way, there was a controversial interception overturn. I thought it was an interception. I can't remember who it was. Asante Samuel, maybe. I thought it was an interception. I did not think that it should be overturned. I thought, yeah, the ball touched the ground, but I thought he had possession when it touched the ground. So that's another one I thought that went against the Chargers from a officiating standpoint. It might have been the next play or shortly thereafter. Justin Watson, former Ivy Leaguer at Penn, who I remember watching in high school at South Fayette High School in the Whippy Western PA. He turned J.C. Jackson around with a deep post route, absolutely dusted him. And Mahomes, stepping up in the pocket, lofted a beautiful ball for the touchdown to bring the Chiefs back within 3, 17-14. Very surprised later on in the half when Andy Reid settled for a field goal on 4th and goal from the half-yard line after a situation in which Travis Kelce got body slammed by Derwin James. That was incredibly impressive by Derwin James. Just unbelievable. Pipkins got hurt as well, the right tackle for the Chargers. So it's 17-17. They got a new center, a new right tackle. It still went all the way down the field. And then the play of the game, the difference in the game was Gerald Everett was exhausted after back-to-back catches, wanted to come out of the game. They didn't want to let him come out of the game because they wanted to go tempo. They didn't want the Chiefs to be able to change and substitute. Well, Everett kind of stopped on his route, didn't think the ball was coming to him. Jalen Watson, a 7th-round rookie, jumps the route, pick 6 for the Chiefs to take a 24-17 lead. By far the biggest play of the game. And listen, it matters if a guy says he's too tired, you probably don't want to actually throw the ball to him. The Chargers got the ball back. Herbert was out there. He actually came out for a play because he hurt his ribs, it looked like. When he came back, he looked off, not good. Ended up throwing a couple bad balls. Edwards-Helaire has a long run, which gave the Chiefs a 10-point lead. You could tell Herbert's ribs were really bothering him. Couldn't even run. Couldn't even throw a ball on the one try. The very next play, absolute frozen rope on 4th down to DeAndre Carter. I cannot tell you how much respect I have for Justin Herbert. And so then the score is 27-24 Chiefs. Chargers almost get the onside kick. They do not. Final score, Chiefs 27, Chargers 24. I think that might have been exactly what I said Thursday morning when I predicted the game on the Greg Cosell Thursday Ross Tucker Football Podcast. That might have been exactly what I thought the score was going to be. So kudos to me, I suppose, if that's the case. Tomorrow morning, I will get up. I will work out, here at West Point. If you can't tell, for those of you that watch on YouTube, youtube.com/Ross Tucker NFL, I am, in fact, in a hotel room. And I will have I'll show them to you right now on the YouTube stream. For those of you that watch, I've got my blue Raycon earbuds that I absolutely love. They look, feel, and sound better than ever. I like not having the big white thing sticking out of my ears like other people have. They've got optimized gel tips, perfect in-ear fit, 8 hours of playtime, 32-hour battery life, half the price of other premium audio brands. There's a reason why they have 50,000 5-star reviews. Love the earbud tap functions. Love the noise isolation. I'm a huge fan. Go to buyraycon.com today and use the code Tucker15 so you get 15% off your Raycon order. If you don't have earbuds that you like, even if you do, I'm telling you, these are better. That's code Tucker15 at buyraycon.com to score 15% off. Buyraycon.com, code Tucker15.
Want to know which team is going to win every single game on Sunday? Then listen up.
All right, let's start with the Miami Dolphins at the Baltimore Ravens.
This is a very interesting game. Those of you that listen or watch the Even Money podcast know I like the Dolphins getting the points. The Ravens still kind of feel beat up, and they got more beat up with Jawan James and Kyle Fuller in the last game. I don't think J.K. Dobbins will be back yet. I like what I saw from the Dolphins. I'm going to take a big swing here. I think the Miami Dolphins are going to win this football game on the road. They had a great plan for Lamar Jackson last year. I called that game. It was cover 0. The Ravens had no answer. Dolphins very confident against the Ravens, and rightfully so. I'm taking the Miami Dolphins. I'm starting out with a doggy. The doggies were very good to me and us last week. How about Miami? 20-17 over the Ravens on the road. Let the doggies out, Bri.
Ross's Underdog of the Week.
Let the dogs out!
Next game, it's the Jets and the Browns.
I'll take the Browns. I would not be shocked if the Jets win this game, but they did a good job stopping the run against the Ravens. They just need to figure out how to score points. A lot of people counting them out in this game. I think it's a close game. I would take the Jets in the points with the spread, but I think the Browns are better than the Jets. I think that they'll be able to run it a little bit better. This to me, though, is an awfully close game. This is a 20-17 low scoring field goal either way. I'll give the Browns the benefit of the doubt playing at home.
Washington Commanders, Detroit Lions.
I like the Lions to win the game. I know the betting lines moved quite a bit, and I know that the Commanders look real good with Wentz. You look real good today. You look real good today. Anyway, I'm going to go with the Lions. They got to win some of these games, right? I mean, they outplayed the Eagles the fourth quarter of the last game. They're at home. I don't think the Commanders are as good as the Eagles. Lions played well up front. They got to win one of these games. 27-24 Lions.
Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
So I'll take the Colts to win the game. I don't even feel that great about it. I don't even know what to say about the Colts these days. For some reason, it seems like the Jags always have their number as well. But Matt Ryan started to heat up a little bit with Michael Pittman late in that game against the Texans. So 23-20 for the Colts, who really, they're missing a golden opportunity to stake their claim for a big lead in the AFC South. But I think they'll get this done. But another one, wouldn't be surprised if the Jags win. There's another one where it's a field goal game either way. And I think we're in store for a bunch of really good games. But I'll take the Colts 23-20.
Let's go to the NFC South. Bucks at the Saints.
Huge game. You're going to be there, right, Bri?
I will be.
Awesome. Bri's going to be in the house. What is that door-to-door for you from your house to the Superdome?
About an hour 20, although my door-to-door is going to be at a hotel in New Orleans on Saturday night. So maybe about 20 minutes.
Oh, really? Why are you doing that?
Because I'm going to Georgia, South Carolina on Saturday, and then late Saturday night flying into New
Oh,
Orleans.
right.
No point in going 80 miles home and then turning right around 5 hours later.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense at all. That's a good football weekend, Bri. That's a good Southern football weekend. Georgia, South Carolina. Where's that game? South Carolina?
Yep, in Columbia.
I would love to go to. I don't think I've ever been to an SEC game. I don't think I've ever been to an SEC stadium.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. I don't think I ever have. I would love to. I know a bunch of people, by the way, from Pennsylvania are going to Auburn this weekend to go to the Penn State at Auburn game. So they're getting a chance to go to an SEC stadium. I would love to do that. The Saints have the Bucs number. They really, really do. And I'm going to bet on that to continue until I see otherwise. I know the Bucs defense look real good, but they're so beat up at wide receiver. The Saints played so well. You heard Greg yesterday talking about how well Jameis Winston played. It's at home. Dennis Allen is in Tom Brady's head. I'm taking the Bucs. I'm taking the Saints to win the game. Kind of wish I would have. Did I tease them on the Even Money podcast? I got to check. Hopefully I did. No, I didn't. I'm a moron. That would have been a great team to tease. Love the Saints in this game. I don't think I knew just how bad the Bucs receivers were beat up. Give me the Saints to win it outright. 20-17. Saints come marching in, and so do the doggies, Bri.
Ross's Underdog of the Week.
Carolina Panthers, New York Giants.
Ooh, this is a juicy one. This is another really good game. You know, I've got a theory that there's going to be more 1-1 teams than 2-0 or 0-2 teams. I thought the Giants played well. I thought it was a hard-fought win. But I think the Panthers win this game. I do. I think it's another close game. And I think, call it law of averages or whatever, I think maybe too many people patting the Giants on the back this week. I think the Panthers get the win over the Giants 24-23. The doggies, Bri, again.
Ross's Underdog of the Week.
Patriots, Steelers.
Just so everybody knows, I don't do this on purpose. Like, I don't make underdogs to say, oh, let's do underdogs. Like, I just go by, I literally do this right now. I mean, I've obviously thought about the games all week. I talked about it with Greg, but I pick who I think is going to win right now. Patriots, Steelers. I'm taking the Steelers at home. Mac Jones missed practice today because he's sick. He's got the back issue. Trent Brown went on the injury report. Now, I don't like that TJ Watt won't play for the Steelers. That hurts, but Highsmith was good. They still have Hayward. He's going to be rocking. And I predict that Trubisky and the offense plays better. Maybe they'll use Trubisky's legs a little bit more. I think the Steelers win the game at home. I think the Patriots go to 0-2. Kind of goes against my 1-1 theory on this one, but I'm taking the Steelers. Low scoring game. 17-16 Steelers. Doggies. Again, doggy shirt on that you're wearing, whatever that is.
Ross's Underdog of the Week.
Atlanta Falcons, LA Rams.
What is that shirt, Bri?
Buc-ee's.
What's Buc-ee's?
Oh, Buc-ee's is the greatest rest stop, convenience store. It's like a Wawa on steroids. throughout
How
the
can
South.
you be a Wawa on steroids?
If you saw Bucky's, you'd understand. It's about 10 times the size, and they have them throughout Texas and I think Alabama. But yeah, they're all throughout the South.
10 times as big as a Wawa?
Yeah, pretty much.
How do you even know about Wawas, Bri?
Well, I've traveled. I've been to Philadelphia for many games.
That is funny. 10 times as big. Why are there no national companies like that? Why is it all regional? Like Sheets is Western PA
Yep.
and Central PA, Eastern PA and Jersey's Wawa. I think it's interesting that there's not like a national one that's taken over, but teams, that's amazing.
I may be exaggerating, but it's huge.
No, I know what you're saying. What game are we on?
Falcons and Rams.
Okay. You know what? It's so funny. We're gonna get people like emailing and tweeting about Bucky's now. Like it's just so funny. Like that's the stuff. I got several tweets, by the way, about niche, and most people are on your side
Of course.
in the niche thing. Anyway, I like the Rams to win the game. I'm not sure they are my survivor pick. They're not my survivor pick. I like the way the Falcons played last week. I think the Rams bounced back, but I think it could still be a good game. I certainly like the Falcons with the points, but I'll take the Rams to win the game. 27-20 Rams.
Seahawks at the Niners.
I like the Niners. I don't understand the spread. I don't know based on what that the Niners would be as big of a favorite as they are, but I think that Trey Lance bounces back. I think the weather's better. I don't think Geno Smith plays as well. Seahawks on a short week. This feels like 24-17 Niners.
Next game is the Bengals at the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, Bengals. I mean, I know Cooper Rush won a game on the road at Minnesota last year, which is actually crazy impressive. So kudos to Cooper Rush. But the Cowboys, they got other issues. I mean, they have the Cooper Rush issue, but then they have other issues too. They weren't good when Dak was in there. And the Bengals aren't going to have 5 turnovers again. Bengals 21, Cowboys 13. Now,
All right, Houston at Denver.
Surprised by this spread again. The Broncos obviously, as Mike Tomlin would say, urinated down their leg against the Seahawks down on the goal line. But it's home opener for Russell Wilson. They're back. I think it's a closer game than this score. I really do. I think it ends up being 24-20. 24-20. Broncos win. They get it done, but I don't think they blow away. I really don't.
Cardinals at the Raiders.
Love the Raiders in this game. They should have beat the Chargers. Derek Carr just played like crap. The Cardinals are in a bad place in every way. I don't know if Watt plays. They just feel like in certain areas they're old and not good. No DeAndre Hopkins is a problem. I think the Raiders are going away. I think the Cardinals are in a bad spot. 27-17 Raiders.
Sunday Night Football, the Bears, the Packers.
Look how ugly my face is, Brian, when I say Raiders like that. Watch. Raiders. Isn't that weird? What game? Bears, Packers?
Bears, Packers, Sunday Night
I'm
Football.
a different person at night than I am in the morning, aren't I? I get like delirious at night. I'm not a night person. And I worked out the whole first half. I was in the hotel with my computer watching the game 58 minutes on the elliptical and the treadmill so that I would be wide awake for this show. I like the Packers quite a bit. I think the Bears come back down to earth. In fact, I think the Packers win 23-13, and this is the team I'm locking up. The Packers are not losing this game. Lock them up, Bri.
Your survivor / knockout / whatever you call it, pick of the week.
All right, first of 2 Monday night games. The first one, it's the Titans at the Bills.
I will be there. Very much looking forward to it. I may even be meeting up with one of our listeners for some wings and beer. That sounds delicious. I hope it happens. So here's the deal. I think the spread is disrespectful, but the Bills are loaded. The Titans lost a lot already with A.J. Brown, with the trade, Harold Landry. Titans' only chance to try to run the ball down the Bills' throat. I don't think they'll be able to. I think the Bills win this game 24-13. So maybe the spread is disrespectful. 24-16 maybe?
All right, and finally, let's wrap it up with the Vikings at the Eagles.
Let's do that. Weird that they have two Monday night games that will be on simultaneously, 7:15 and 8:30. So the second half of Bills Titans is during the first half of Eagles Vikings. I'm a little bit surprised that they're doing that. I'm not sure I quite understand the logic. They could have done 6:30, 9:30, to get both games in. I'm sure there's some logic. I'm sure they're testing it. I guess they want to see. One game's on ESPN, the other's on ABC. So fascinating. I don't know about this Eagles-Vikings game. I'm going to pick the Eagles to win because I think they're better up front than the Vikings. And I think the Eagles are going to play better on defense than they did in that last game. This feels like a field goal game for me. And I do think the difference will be the Eagles' home crowd will spur them to be, because they were not as good up front, both sides of the ball against the Lions as they should have been. I think they will be in this game. 27-24. I think the Birds get the win. That place, Lincoln Financial Field, will be going nuts on Monday night. Speaking of nuts, it's nuts to me that some of you have not checked out our, I think we're done here, members of patreon.com/RTmedia. Delicious Pizza Boy Brewing. Amazing Sporticulture. Very cool. HumanHeadNYC.com. That's the vinyl record shop. SteakhouseSports.com. You want a little steak in the game, a little action. Go-Bengals.com for the Bengals fans. Evergreen Economics, people that want to learn more about that. And then myfrontpagestory.com. If you don't know what to get somebody for a gift for any occasion, the answer is myfrontpagestory.com. Plenty of time for you guys to check out the other shows on YouTube or just on your podcast app. Even Money Betting Podcast, Fantasy Feast ×2, not just one, but two Fantasy Feasts to get you ready. And Even Money and Fantasy Feast are just terrific different ways to look at these same NFL games from Joe Dolan and Steve Fezzik. Other than that, have an awesome weekend. I got Villanova at Army Saturday, noon Eastern time. Villanova is a top 5 FCS program. Army's 0-2. It's going to be a good game. CBS Sports Network at noon. Love, love, love when you guys take a screenshot of me right at the start of the game and then tweet it at me. Pretty good chance you're going to retweet. Unless my face looks stupid, then I won't retweet it. Then Monday night, I will be in Buffalo. So if you're driving in your car Monday night, tune in, find the game, listen to your boy on the radio, Westwood One. Should be fun. Have an awesome weekend, everybody. It's another doubleheader for Bry, doubleheader for me. It's a football life. Tough job, but somebody's got to do it. I think we're done here.
Thanks for listening to the Ross Tucker Football Podcast. Make sure to also subscribe to the Fantasy Feast, Even Money, Business of Sports, and College Draft. All available at Apple Podcasts, rosstucker.com, or wherever podcasts can be found.